Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the T110E3 and we're running Fisherman's Bay. Now, every map that I play this T110E3 on, I love it more and more. Like, I love this tank. I don't know why. It's just one of those tanks that just seems to thrive on being thrown into a chaotic mess. If you can throw yourself into the most chaos you can find on the map, it'll find a way to do really well. That being said, we're top tier, obviously, tier 10, and there's only 2 tier 10s on the other side. So there's a good chance I'm going to have a decent game, because I don't get these matches very often. Not in a tier 10 anyway. Usually if I'm in a tier 10, there's at least 6 or 7 tier 10s on the team, sometimes more than that. But anyway, we're in a slow tank. That means to the city we go. They also have either, I don't remember if it's a T92 or if they have a M55, but either way, they have an artillery piece on their side, so I am not going to sit out in the field for very long. I'm going to try to get to the city without being spotted, preferably, because no one wants to be caught out in the open in a big, slow, lumbering tank. But if you're ever caught out in the open in a big, slow, lumbering tank, hopefully they won't be beside you on your left or your right side. Oh, look at that. I'm spotted on my left side. It's almost like I knew that was going to happen. So, Tiger 2, not that big a deal. I look at him, shot out. I have no idea where that shot went. It looked like it flew straight, but that shot did nothing. Didn't bounce, it didn't hit him, and it didn't, it just did nothing. So, we're going to take another shot as soon as we load, and that's better. Shot straight through the side of his tank, take over half of his health. He has lost his will to fight me. And now he's being picked apart from other people. And I have no idea who is shooting at me. But as I've mentioned before, I've got a very good repair crew in this tank. And you need that when you're in a big, lumbering, slow-moving tank. Now here's what I'm doing. I'm doing what we call a tactical retreat. And I should have been looking behind me because there's a giant boulder behind me. So instead of a tactical retreat, I'm now full on just retreating, tail in the wind, hoping nobody shoots me in the backside as I get to the city. And we get away with it. So now we're at the city where we needed to be. And we've got a few guys ahead of us. But overall, oh, I'm spotted. E50, tier 9, German heavy medium. And we put a shot at him, they finish him on the very next shot. So that's a good start. Alright, so I'm going to move straight down. I can't get a shot on any of those guys. So I'm going to move straight towards the enemy. Because that's what you do in a tank that has this much armor. You just go right straight to them. Now, you'll see here shortly, you guys remember that their team owns the middle of the map. And they're currently fighting the left side of the map as well. And that was message from the last match. We get a shot into the T-32. We take a shot of track damage, I think. And then I just fixed it and kept going. Now, I need to turn to the right. And we're going to engage this Type 4 Heavy head on. And the player that's in the Type 4 is not a bad player at all. He knows what he's doing. He's done this before. Because he immediately hits me right in the bottom plate. So I do the same. I return fire, hit his bottom plate. Now I back up here and that is my first mistake of this match. Like, I was hoping to get my plate secure and be able to hit him. And now I'm just getting shot in the broadside by those guys that are in the middle. So I come over and that Type 4 Heavy nails me right in the side. And now I'm getting frustrated. But I need to get him. I need to get him off the board. So this time I do what I should have done the first time, which is face hug him, because there's no way that that gun can pin this tank in its armor. So I'm reloading. I jump back and shoot him right in the flat spot on his turret. With APCR point blank, that's going to pin almost any tank in the game. Alright, so now I'm going to push around to the right side. We've got an IS-3 right here, and he pulls up and completely screws both of us up. Like, that just messed this whole thing up. So I go ahead, I'm like, alright, well, they got 2 heavies against 1 heavy. Surely we can win that fight. And I'm going to turn left and go back towards the cap, because they are now in our cap. And I'm slow, so I need to get there to try to win this. So I'm moving up. I get stuck on the hill there, on that debris, whatever you want to call it, and I'm slowly making my way towards the top of the circle, or top of the hill, where I'll be able to get shots on the circle. And you can see a really bad triad and auto lock. So we've got one, oh, and I just caught the track right on that side of that house, slowing me down again. Alright, Ferdinand, auto lock, and pull the trigger. Because that thing doesn't have the armor. Even if I hit a superstructure, this would pin it. He just does not have the effective armor. Now they've got 3 people in the cap, so our time to get to the cap has just been absolutely erased. And unfortunately, we're not going to make it. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. We did get 7 shots of damage. The last one being over 1,000 damage, so we at least did that. 1 kill, 5,500 damage, not a bad game. So if you like what I'm doing, punch that like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and invite your friends. And as always, I will see you in the next video.